Thanks for viewing this demonstration video on Plant Assessor Premium Pre-Starts. We're going to start with how to enable Premium Pre-Starts on your machines in Plant Assessor. We do this for each individual machine as an add-on feature. So we start on the Machines page and we select one or more machines that we're going to enable. Using the checkboxes here, we're going to enable this lawnmower and this site dump truck. Then click on the Manage Premium Pre-Starts button in the left-hand menu. The window opens and lists the machines that you've selected. Next to each line is a toggle switch. Turn this toggle on for the machines that you wish to enable. Then click Save and Close. And you will be returned to the machines list showing the Premium Pre-Start badge for each of the machines that you just enabled. Okay, so now that we have Premium Pre-Starts enabled on our machine, we can set the custom intervals for scheduled servicing. We're going to set this up for the site dump truck that we just enabled. From the Machines page on the machine you've selected, click on the three-dot menu at the end of the machine row, and then select Edit Machine from the menu. This will open the Machine Details window and expand the Service Details section. This displays the meters available for this machine. Some types of machine will only have an odometer and others may only have an hour meter, and many machines will display both. First of all, enter the machine's current kilometre and hour readings. So let's put in 5,000 kilometres and 2,000 hours. And then set the service interval for the kilometres or for the hours. So if we want to set a service for every 10,000 kilometres, we enter that here. And then we want to set when the service intervals are to start. And this machine's currently on 5,000 kilometres, so we'll start the intervals at 10,000 kilometres. Alternatively, you can enter the interval amount in hours and when those intervals are to start. You can also add a calendar month-based service interval, for example, every 6 months. And this will prompt you to service the machine based on either the meter reading or the calendar months since the last service, whichever comes first. You can select up to a maximum of 60 months. When you select a time-based service interval, you also choose when the next service is due. Then click Save, and Plant Assessor will now show prompts when your machine is due or overdue for a scheduled service. We can also now go and look at the machine service history and see that the Record Service button now appears for the upcoming service. Now we can set up the email notification functionality. Hover over your account and select My Account. Select the Notifications tab and then select under Owner Scheduled Notifications, select the Daily Pre-Start Report. Then you choose the owners that you wish to add and receive the reports for. And you can add as many owners as you wish. Then we can save this, and from here on we will receive the notifications. Firstly, we'll receive immediate email notifications of any critical issues identified in a pre-start check. So here we'll take a look at an example. It identifies the machine and what the critical issue is and who identified it and when. And we'll also receive a daily 10 AM email of the pre-start report, which shows all the machines that have been pre-started in the previous 24 hours and any issues that were identified when the checks were done on those machines. So now we can actually do a Premium Pre-Start check. We'll conduct a pre-start check on this ride-on mower. We can see that a check has already been done today, so we're going to create a new check from the machine menu, and this opens a new pre-start window. So in this demo we'll run through pre-start on a desktop computer screen, although most checks would be done on a phone or a tablet screen. The functions are the same. We enter the latest odometer reading, and then we answer the questions as we inspect the machine. Now you can see that each question has got a comment or photo icon where we can insert a comment or a photo, and if we answer no to a question, we can we'll do that here for the fuel level, saying the fuel level is low. And we can also add a photo. And any comments. And continue to answer the questions. From a previous pre-start, questions answered no that are not yet resolved will remain open. These questions will have their answer pre-filled as no, and we can see that here with the fire extinguisher being out of date, it's noted on this question. Continue to answer the questions. If a assessor performing the pre-start check views the machine and sees that this issue has been resolved, they can change the answer to yes and will be prompted to enter an explanation in the comment box. Then on completing the pre-start, the associated issue or work order will be automatically marked as complete. Continuing through all the questions, just for the purposes of the demonstration, let's mark that the park brake is not working. So we'll tick no. Haven't taken a photograph of it. Complete the pre-start questions and click next or save to go to the second tab, and in the second tab it's indicating that there's a critical issue that would have generated an email. We can also supply this machine to a site on this page or send an email to somebody else that needs to see it, and we can also manage issues. Click on the manage issues for any issues identified. This will take us to the work orders page. Click on the manage issues for any issues identified. This will take us to the work orders page, which will have all of the issues identified on this machine noted. There's the park brake issue, which we just identified, and the fuel issue, which we also just noted. That previous issue regarding the fire extinguisher is already listed here, and the completed work orders that have been done in the past on this machine are also listed here. We can also get to this page from the machines page by clicking on the machine menu and going down to work orders. It'll bring us back to the same page. So we're here on the work orders tab, which shows the issues for this machine. Just to recap, if you answered no to any question, an issue is created for the machine, and the work orders page will list all of these. We've got issues, work orders, and completed work orders as the three sections on this page. And in the issues section, you'll see the issues that have not yet been completed or converted to a work order. Issues will show any comments and photos that were included, and you can view these or update them if you need to. If the issue is done, just tick the complete checkbox, and I can do this for the topping up of the fuel. You'll need to enter a comment. And then save. And This issue is now hidden and considered to be resolved. Issues that require further actions can be converted into a work order. We do this by clicking on the Create Work Order button, and this displays the Create Work Order page. From here we select a due date and we assign it to a person, and we can also enter the email, estimated costs or total times, which are optional fields. We save this, and we can also then send an email to who it has been assigned to. So this is an example of the work order email, and the work order will have the machine's details, what item needs to be worked on, what needs to be done, who it's been assigned by and who's assigned to, and some estimations on the cost and time and any comments. Once we've generated that email, we can close this to take us back to the work order page. And we can see that a work order has now been created, and it's possible that, that it might need to be edited, in which case you can change who it's assigned to, you can amend the due date, and you can also edit the work order and go back into the Create Work Order page to conduct any edits or resend an email. And finally, you can complete a work order once it's done by just ticking the complete box. Save that. And the work order is now moved to complete. So we end this section with a record of completed work orders, in progress work orders, and issues that have been identified and are awaiting rectification. Finally, let's take a look at the Premium Pre-Start dashboards and reports. If you hover over the dashboards icon and then select Pre-Starts, it'll open up the Premium Pre-Starts dashboard. There are three charts that make up the dashboard. Firstly, the Pre-Starts completed chart, and this shows all of the machines that are Premium Pre-Start enabled and those that have had a Pre-Start completed. And you can hover over the chart to get more details. Secondly, there's a Pre-Start issues table comparing the critical issues and the non-critical issues found on the machines. And lastly, the Pre-Start issues summary shows a stacked bar chart with critical and non-critical issues that have been found. The bars also show the number of issues converted into work orders. Finally, there is an export button to download this data in a CSV format. A further reporting function is available from the Machines page, where we can access the Premium Pre-Start report. Firstly, we need to check the machines that we wish to report on using the checkbox function. And once selected, we then click the Pre-Start Report button on the left-hand menu, which will open the report menu. The window will open on the standard Pre-Start report display, and select the Premium Pre-Start section, and then specify a date range, perhaps for the last 14 days. Select Apply, and the report will open in 7-day spans. And so here we can see that for the machines we selected during the specified period, these particular Premium Pre-Start checks have been conducted on these machines, and it indicates the machine's status at that time. That covers all the main features we wanted to show you. Thanks for joining this demonstration of Plant Assessor Premium Pre-Starts. I hope it gives you a good idea of what features are available and how you can put them to good use in your machine management.